the aspect ratio. I got tired of fighting my phone. Anyway, I wanted to talk about my modification I do for front flippers. I did this one first because I had so much fun playing with it with the Smock. I wondered, you know, why they didn't add a flipper on this side, because it's obviously available to do so. The design allowed for it, so I added my own. I originally put the thumb stud on the knife to hold the cotter pin while the epoxy dried, and then I realized, didn't quite get it, that the thumb stud, I'm not even going to try. So the thumb stud works better for me than the Spidey hole, so I left it. I loved it so much, I decided to add it to my 940, and I had originally already taken the thumb stuff off the 940, because unless you're almost at this angle, it's almost impossible to get it to go or quickly. It was too small and too inboard, so I didn't like it. So I left the thumb stud on that one because I liked it, but the flipper still works fantastic, and it actually allows me to play with the knife a little bit more. It's more fidget factor now by leaving the thumb stud on, so I left it. And then these, I'm into button locks because I need to be able to close them at work with gloves on, and the liner lock, the glove kept sticking in versions of liner locks I tried. So these are all button locks, but the functionality is incredible. But it also, hindsight, it adds a great ramp for your thumb, a great place to hold your thumb for fine detail. Let's see. So I am neutral to the look on this one. I think it looks fine. It's attractive. On this one, I'm neutral. My son actually kind of likes it. He thinks it adds to a little kind of a serif on a font, I guess I would describe it. He likes them, but I'm neutral, so I don't really care about the looks because the functionality is just insane. How much more functionality I get out of it, and I just totally dig it. I don't care. This is a cheapo, or excuse me, this is a less expensive knife, so I had to file off some of the handle to make my front flipper work, but it actually helped on the balance of the blade, and you can't not open these knives with gloves with this. So if you got a glove on and you push it and you hang up on something, you still got plenty to reach up there and grab with. I should wear gloves for the demonstration. But my point is, while not terribly attractive, I'm neutral to the look, but the functionality is just insane. And I wanted to show in particular how people might look at it uninformed and think that, hey, you're covering up this jimping. Well, you know what? That's sharp. You know, I'm wearing gloves. That would help if I needed it, but this gives me so much more fine detail. My thumb fits in there perfectly, and like I said, action's still quite tight on this knife. I just got it yesterday, but the functionality it adds is just insane. Especially like here, the hole my finger goes in. Like if I try to flick it, I'm like, oh no, my finger gets caught. So this one almost got it there. But the point is that the studs, it's a combo. It works. It's part of why I keep them on there, is because again, it was first just to kind of hold the glue epoxy straight until it dried, but now I think it's all part and parcel with my system. But I love them, and I would highly recommend doing it. It's very easy on most knives. This one required modification. This required no modifications. I've got an aluminum handle one coming in, and that might be a bit more of a challenge. So we'll see. Almost forgot, I wanted to say a quick word about these pocket pouches I made. I'm a firm believer in tip down. So I took all the clips off of my knives because none of them allow for clip tip down. I made these. They're super cheap, super easy. I don't care how ugly they are because in my pocket, you only see the clip. You only see the clip in the pocket. If you're really into deep carry, you can make these as deep as you want to show as little of the knife as possible or as more of the knife. Because you make them yourself, you have control over everything that you want. I don't have any skills, or these would all be made out of leather. If I could, I'd make them out of leather. They're made out of fiberfix tape, which is the strongest tape on the planet, guaranteed. But they work great. I won't carry anything that's not tipped down because I won't when I pull it out of my pocket, I don't know if I won't action. I don't be fiddling around, moving around in my hand. Also, on this knife in particular, the clip was painful as you tried to unlock it. That's a whole other story. But anyway, super cheap, super easy, and I guess that's all I got to say. If you want to make one, you can. Parts are cheap. Make it as deep as you want, and don't worry about what it looks like outside of your pocket, because all the people ever will see will be that, right? All right, that is all.